We're going to try this again. We had some technical difficulties, and by that I mean the cats apparently wanted Godzilla of my entire setup. So, we did a little Serenity now, and we're going to begin again. So I originally, in the previous recording that I tried, I had pulled your cards, and I was just about to say something. The cat decided, no, I don't think you were going to say something. So that's cool. So we're going to try to we're going to try this again, and hopefully he won't be a hoe. Your mom's a hoe. Anyway, as I was saying, the first card that we have for you, I was a little bit worried because I saw that it was in the reverse. But again, sometimes the cards being in the reverse isn't a bad thing. But we have the Five of Pentacles. And when the Five of Pentacles is in the upright, it means and this is in your past. When it's in the upright, it means it signifies like financial loss, poverty, hard times, loss of material possessions, just loss in general, honestly. And it can also mean like that because as a result of this loss that you've got like a bruise to the ego kind of thing. So when it's in the reverse, it's actually a good thing. When it's in the reverse, it means, one, either you have suffered some kind of difficulty, financial loss or job loss, whatever, and you're now recovering from it, and you are on the horizon, or it means that you have some persistence going on. It means that it could be more of like a spiritual thing where you're thinking that you are missing something, or you feel like something is, you feel like something's missing in your life. And when it's in the reverse like that, it means although you may feel that, it means that there is something on the horizon coming. It means that you aren't going to feel this way forever. It means that it's just generally the end of negative feeling, or the end of significant loss. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, I mean, that's a pretty strong start, I think. You are starting out pretty good, I think. To me, it says that. So in your present, you got the Eight of Pentacles. And this is what it looks like in my deck. The Eight of Pentacles is represented by a spider in a web with pentacles on each side. When it's in the upright, it means that you are working diligently and you are improving your skills. You're trying to become a master at what you do. It could be that you have picked up a new hobby and you're trying to master that. It could be that you have changed your course. And you are trying to sorry, I went somewhere just then. It's just mastery, like whatever it is that you are doing, you're changing, you're applying yourself to. So, I mean, that's really going to depend on what you think that is. And it could be that you might be really good at something. And now you're starting to focus on something more to expand that skill. Perhaps you started to learn something, but now you want to get even better at it. You want to go from like novice to expert or master. And while this isn't going to happen overnight, you're working really hard at it and your efforts are going to pay off. And right now it just seems like you could be generally unhappy with where you are right now in whatever you're doing. Well, you're doing the work, you're putting the work in, and you're doing what you got to do. So think about, I'm going to use an example. Think about the first time you pick up an instrument. You're not going to be good at it. Most of us are not musical savants. You have to put effort into that. You have to learn the basics before you can be really good at something. And that's okay. Because anything that you put effort into is worth it. Basically, the overall theme here is that you know that you have to do something differently to get the result that you want, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a job, whether it's personal relationships. You have to do something to get a different result. Like, the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. So give yourself a little bit of a break. Understand that you are working hard. You're doing what you need to do. And as long as you can have patience with yourself and focus on whatever this is, you'll get there. Again, it's not going to happen overnight, but you will get there. That's fairly positive, I think. So, the third card for your future could be most recent future, or it could be far off in the future. Because time is wibbly wobbly. You had the Seven. I don't know why I read that as 6 at first, but you had the 7 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands means that you've achieved some kind of success. The 7 of Wands, and this was in the upright, means that this success that you've had, people are noticing, and they're growing envious of you. They're growing envious of your position. And because of that, they are starting to challenge you because they want to take your place. They want what you have. You worked hard to get where you are, but now people are wanting to covet what you have. You can look at this at one of two ways. You can look at it like, cool, that's flattering that they want to be as successful as me because they see me as successful. Or you can feel a sense of tenseness for this issue because competitive. How do you feel about competitiveness? That is how you are going to react in this situation. How you feel about being competitive with other people about what you have. What is important to realize is that when you obtain or achieve or become a leader in life, when you have any kind of success and people see it, the better you do in your field or your hobby or whatever it is you want to call, it can apply to relationships too. The better you do, the better you feel about the situation, and the more visible it is, the more people see it, the more likely it is that you will have to be, you will be faced with some kind of competitiveness, some kind of confrontation to avoid negative situations. I personally would see it as a positive, that it's really cool that people are seeing how you're doing and that they're even bothering to be jealous of it because, that just means you're doing well. When you think of the internet, that these would just be like considered haters or trolls or whatever. Wands can also mean someone stepping in your way or an obstacle stopping you from being able to obtain your goals and your dreams. In that case, if that's what happens, you have to go internal. Now, I've been telling you this whole time, you have to go internal, you have to go internal. This is training for that kind of situation. Take those lessons and go internal and I have cat hair everywhere. Go internal and take those lessons and draw boundaries, draw from your self-belief, continue your self-improvement, and then use everything you've got to protect your boundaries. Because it's one thing to tell someone your boundaries, but it's completely another thing when they've come for you, whether or not you defend them and protect them. Because some people will want to overstep. And we don't want that. Hold your ground, Take a stand and defend your position. Consider this kind of situation like a war. You will have to pull from your strength. You will have to pull from your courage. And you will have to draw some kind of determination. But I believe you to be someone who stands behind what they believe in. So I think that really you're not going to have much issue, because I believe you will stand up for yourself. But it is my job to warn you. That was the very last card. That's all I've really got for you.